What's going on, guys? It's John here from Hot Take Hockey to give you a video about the IIHF World Championship. So this tournament is really for a lot of the NHL players to enter into to play for their national team uh, because they either didn't make the playoffs or got eliminated early on. For some teams, they're still waiting on for a possible second round exit, but the tournament does start on May 10th. And as I make this video, we are in the second round of the NHL playoffs. So we're going to go through Team Canada and Team USA, as most of the coverage I do is obviously across North America, the National Hockey League. I will talk a little bit about the other rosters, Russia, Finland, Czech Republic, so on and so forth. And looking at as a whole, Team Canada and Team USA probably have the two better rosters in the tournament. They are also in the same group. They're both in Group A. So we're going to go over Team USA first, Team Canada, and then talk a little bit about the tournament as a whole. So Team USA's roster, this is what they released. They still actually have 3 more spots to fill, and one of those spots might actually go to incoming first overall pick, potentially Jack Hughes. So he could join his brother Quinn Hughes on the roster. So you see that top line stacked. James Van Riemsdyk, like Jack Eichel, Patrick Kane. You see me right now. I have my Blackhawks jersey. Patty Kane is on the back of it. You look at the rest of the roster there. Johnny Gaudreau, Dylan Larkin, Clayton Keller. Pretty stacked top 6 right there. It goes down with Alex Brinkat, 40 goal scorer. Chris Kreider, who was unreal for the Rangers this year. And then go down the list. Quinn Hughes, like I said. Ryan Suter, Noah Hannafin. And then your goalies are not too bad. Corey Schneider, I actually picked it up a little bit towards the end of the year, but he's had a rough last 2 years. And Thatcher Demko, the guy that the Canucks want to do well, obviously. So the USA team there is pretty good. I don't see many holes. Obviously, our focus right now is playoffs for us that are fans of the NHL, fans of hockey. But the World Championships are a lot of fun too. I might do some live streams for it depending on the games. But let's take a look at Canada now. So you see right at the top there, Johnny Tavares, and obviously the prize signing for the Maple Leafs. I got my Tavares jersey right here. You look at the rest of the roster, Mark Stone, Jonathan Marchessault, 2 teammates for the Golden Knights, who just got eliminated in Game 7 against the Sharks, Sean Couturier, Adam Henrique, Kyle Turris, all who can play center. You could also see those guys in the penalty kill potentially, but that's a pretty decent second line. And then some young guns, Dylan Strome, Sam Reinhart, Anthony Mantha. Well, Mantha's not too young anymore, but he's a sharpshooter that could probably help out that line. And then the third line, a couple Lightning players, Sorelli, Joseph, and then Tyler Bertuzzi. You look down the defense, Shabbat, Nurse, Theodore, Montour. You got some studs on the back end. Obviously, not too much experience if you pile all those guys together. Even looking at the guy, the 7th defenseman, Dante Fabro, who just signed his contract with the Nashville Predators, and they got eliminated. And then you look at your goaltenders, that fills out the 22-player roster spot. Matt Murray, Carter Hart, Mackenzie Blackwood. So Blackwood probably won't see any games. I could see Carter Hart getting a couple in there. Matt Murray will probably be the starter going in. So man, 2 really stacked lineups. I think these are the best 2 lineups to look for. For the Russian team, Ovechkin and Kuznetsov are going to play for that team. For Finland, it could be a Kakko versus Hughes matchup. If Jack Hughes commits to playing for Team USA, we could say a Hughes-Kakko matchup, which would be unreal. You would definitely see a live stream from me on that because that would be the matchup that you would see going into the draft 1 and 2. A lot of people still think Kakko could go first, and I think it's a possibility. Obviously, Kakko has some skill sets that are above Hughes, but I've always talked about I think Hughes is that dynamic player that you can't hesitate to go number 1, especially for the Devils. I think a 1-2 punch up the middle of Hughes and Hischier would be too it'd just be too strong to pass up. So that's the USA and Canadian rosters, guys. It'll be exciting to see the rest of the tournament, or the start of the tournament. It does start on the May 10th. So subscribe to the channel, hit a thumbs up. I'm not too... It's kind of funny because, yeah, when this tournament comes around, I do watch it, I do pay attention to it, but it's like we're so invested in the NHL playoffs that sometimes we seem to ignore it. But if you're looking at those rosters right there, it should be a fun tournament, and I mean, Canada versus USA is obviously always a fun matchup. So if you guys were here, again, subscribe, hit a thumbs up on the video, comment your thoughts on the rosters. Have a good one. This was John from Hot Take Hockey. Peace out.